With just a few days to go until the NFL draft, anticipation is at an all-time high. Fans are buzzing. Analysts are making their final predictions. And today, we're diving deep into a full 7-round mock draft with a special focus on one particular team. This mock assumes no trades, keeping it simple so we can evaluate the board as it stands and analyze the decisions this franchise might make in real time. The opening round unfolds with a few predictable moves at the top. The first pick goes off the board, a name we've heard tied to that spot for months. The second and third picks follow in expected fashion, with players who've dominated headlines throughout the draft process. The fourth and fifth selections continue the trend, and when we get to the sixth and seventh spots, there's still no major shakeup. The Jets step in at pick number 7 and make their move, while Carolina selects at 8, leaving the team we're focusing on in a crucial spot at pick number 12. But here's the catch. By the time we get to pick number 9, a key target for this team is already gone. It's a big moment that reshapes their strategy on the fly. A few more prospects are selected, and just like that, the team is on the clock at number 12 with several intriguing names still available. There's buzz in the draft room about a cornerback out of Michigan, a wide receiver who impressed in pre-draft interviews, and another receiver from Texas who's flying just a bit under the radar, but brings exciting traits to the table. Add to that an offensive tackle and a dynamic running back out of North Carolina, and the team is staring at a handful of strong options. Given the context and the way the board has fallen, it wouldn't be a shock to see the team go with that wide receiver from Texas. The team already missed out on another top wideout, and locking in a solid number 2 option for the future makes a lot of sense. The receiver's versatility stands out. He can play inside, outside, and gives the quarterback a clear target in the intermediate game. It's that kind of flexibility that opens up the offense and creates better throwing windows. While his production wasn't elite, he came close to the 1,000-yard mark in a 16-game season, which still speaks to solid consistency, especially considering some of the struggles at the quarterback position last year. And that's something worth emphasizing, not just for this player, but for many in this draft class. Several receivers this year faced less than ideal quarterback play, making it harder to evaluate their numbers purely on stats. What sets this guy apart, though, is his speed and elite route running. He gets in and out of breaks quickly, separates with fluidity, and has that burst after the catch that you just can't teach. Right now, he's got a second-round grade on many draft boards, but depending on how the board unfolds, he might just sneak into the back end of the first. If you're this team, do you reach a bit and grab a high-upside weapon who fits your offensive identity? That's the big question. Now, moving into the second round, things get even more interesting. A couple of big names come off the board at picks 36 and 37, but by pick 39, a player many had pegged for this team is still available, and then he's gone. Off the board just before they're up again. So, with their second-round selection, the team grabs a running back who entered the season with massive hype. He didn't disappoint, rushing for over 1,000 yards despite sharing the backfield. His touches were limited compared to the previous year, but his efficiency improved across the board. Moving into round 6, the team holds pick number 204 and selects Cody Simon, the linebacker out of Ohio State. This is a player who brings leadership and toughness in the middle of the field. As a team captain for the Buckeyes, Simon became a cornerstone of their defense. What stands out most about his game is his efficiency as a tackler and his ability to blitz. He racked up 7 sacks last season along with 13 tackles for loss, and perhaps most impressively, didn't commit a single penalty in his collegiate defensive career. While his coverage skills are still developing, and he may struggle when asked to mirror tight ends in space, his downhill play style and high football IQ make him a reliable option on early downs and in blitz-heavy packages. His athletic testing was strong enough to earn him a mid-round grade on many boards. And while he may not crack the top 100 overall, landing him in the 6th round feels like a value pick. If this mock scenario plays out on draft night, it's the kind of selection fans can get behind. But the team doesn't stop there. With another pick in round 6, they target Jordan Hancock, another defensive back from Ohio State who's shown the ability to play multiple roles. Hancock has experience as a safety and a nickel corner, and that versatility is exactly what makes this pick so compelling. With the team still unsure about their outside corner depth and looking to add more flexibility in the secondary, Hancock fits a real need. He broke up 9 passes this past season and looked more confident than ever in coverage. He finally nailed down a full-time starting role and made the most of it. What also jumps off the page are his testing numbers. A 40-yard dash at 4.44 and a 41-inch vertical show explosiveness and short area quickness. He may be a bit undersized, officially weighing in at 186 pounds during the combine instead of his listed 195, but the upside is clear. He could be a plug-and-play guy on special teams right away, and in sub-packages, he can slide in as a hybrid safety or cover slot receivers. In the 6th round, that's outstanding value. As we approach the final stretch of the draft, the team continues to hunt for role players and depth contributors. In round 7, pick number 290, they go with Hayden Conner, the offensive guard from Texas. Conner is a seasoned starter with 43 starts under his belt, mostly at left guard. He's also played some center, especially during the past season when the team's starter went down with a concussion in the championship game. That kind of versatility on the offensive line is exactly what teams covet late in the draft. Conner isn't the flashiest athlete. His testing numbers weren't elite. His vertical leap and shuttle times raised some eyebrows, but he tested well enough in the 10-yard split to suggest he can get off the line quickly in short yardage situations. His overall profile is solid, and while he's not likely to become a star, he projects as the type of lineman who can make a roster and provide quality depth. Think of him as a reliable backup who could spot start in case of injury. If he can clean up some technical inconsistencies, particularly with hand placement and leverage, he might surprise people with how soon he sees the field. The final pick of this mock draft adds one more layer of depth. This time, it's a lineman out of Wisconsin who, interestingly enough, is the son of a former college roommate of one of the team's coaches. His name might not be lighting up big boards, but there's a lot to like in his game. He performed steadily last season, especially in pass protection, where he allowed very few pressures. That said, the big concern with him is penalties. He's racked up 20 over the past 2 years, and that's something that absolutely needs to be cleaned up. What he brings to the table, however, is flexibility. He's played across the line, left tackle, right guard, even some reps at left guard. The only spot he hasn't really touched is center. His arm length doesn't quite meet the team's typical standards, but the effort and tenacity are there. He's not afraid to finish blocks and brings a certain edge to his play that coaches will appreciate. In the 7th round, you're looking for guys who can round out your roster, compete in camp, and maybe develop into rotational players. This prospect fits that mold. So when you zoom out and look at the entire 7-round haul, the strategy becomes clear. They kicked things off with a dynamic wide receiver in round 1, someone who can grow into a feature target. Then they paired him with a physical, efficient running back in round 2, giving the offense a strong foundation for the future. From there, they built out both lines, added speed and versatility to the secondary, and took a couple of calculated swings on late-round talent with traits worth developing. It's not a flashy draft, but it's balanced, and it's filled with players who fit the team's identity. Now here's the real question. How do you grade this draft class? Are you giving it an A for value and fit, a B for solid execution, or something lower based on missed opportunities or players who felt like reaches? Let us know what you think. This team made moves that reflect a clear plan, and whether or not it pays off, that vision deserves a closer look. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. In a shocking twist that has sent waves through the NFL world, rumors have been swirling about the possibility of Derrick Henry making his way to the Dallas Cowboys. The whispers have grown louder, fueled by the prospect of the dominant running back joining one of the league's most iconic franchises. Fans and analysts alike are buzzing with anticipation, wondering what this move could mean for the Cowboys' offense and their Super Bowl aspirations. Henry, a 4-time Pro Bowl selection and one of the most imposing forces in the NFL, has long been a key player for the Tennessee Titans. But with his recent signing with the Baltimore Ravens in 2024, why are we now hearing these rumors of a potential switch to Dallas? Henry's combination of size, power, and unmatched ability to break through tackles has made him one of the most feared players in the NFL. Known as King Henry for his dominance on the field, he has routinely been a game-changer for the Titans. His ability to bulldoze through defenses, combined with a remarkable 2,000-yard season in 2020, makes him one of the most sought-after talents. So, why would the Cowboys be interested in adding a player who has already proven himself at the highest level? Is there an impending trade, or could Dallas be positioning itself for a major offseason splash? The Dallas Cowboys have always been a team with high expectations, and this year is no different. With their offensive unit showing flashes of brilliance, the addition of a player like Henry could provide the missing piece they've been looking for. The Cowboys have struggled with consistency in the running game, often relying on committee efforts rather than a true feature back. Enter Henry, whose bruising running style and ability to take over games could instantly transform their approach on offense. But with rumors still unconfirmed, fans are left on the edge of their seats, eagerly awaiting any official word on the situation. Adding fuel to the fire is the fact that the Cowboys management has shown an interest in shaking things up this offseason. With a few key moves already under their belt, bringing in a player of Henry's caliber could be the final piece to their championship puzzle. But it's not just the Cowboys who are reportedly interested. Other teams, including AFC rivals, are also rumored to be eyeing the dynamic running back. However, Dallas could have a strategic edge, given their long-standing pursuit of a game-changing back to complement their already potent offense. For now, all eyes remain on Derrick Henry and the potential blockbuster move to Dallas. With the NFL offseason in full swing and teams looking to make big moves ahead of the next season, this rumor has certainly captured the imagination of fans everywhere. Whether it's an actual possibility or just the latest offseason speculation, the idea of Henry wearing a Cowboys uniform has fans eagerly waiting for any updates. As we watch the story unfold, one thing is for sure. This could be a move that shifts the balance of power in the NFL. Stay tuned. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.